So the oldest wrestling promotion in the whole world is having a moment. Founded in 1933, Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre has survived everything. The death of its founder, economic crises, rival promotions, and even a global pandemic. But right now in 2025, CMLL isn't just surviving, it's thriving in ways that have the global wrestling world paying attention. We're talking about a promotion that still draws thousands of fans every single week to Arena Mexico, often filling large sections of the 16,000-seat venue. A promotion whose tickets are so hot that AEW's debut event in Mexico, Grand Slam Mexico, sold out within 2 days. And a promotion that's arguably seeing its strongest run of fan engagement in decades. So what happened? How did the world's oldest wrestling promotion suddenly become one of its hottest, and how did it suddenly enter the minds of many new wrestling fans? So to answer all those questions, I flew all the way to Mexico City to analyze CMLL's current boom period, and also to see firsthand if Lucha Libre has an opportunity to take over the wrestling world yet again. To understand CMLL's current success, we got to start with its crown jewels, Arena Mexico and Arena Coliseo, both cultural institutions as much as wrestling venues. Completed in 1956, Arena Mexico holds around 16,500 people and is literally known as, quote, the Cathedral of Lucha Libre. And it's the largest arena in the world built specifically for wrestling. And that's sick. Every Tuesday and Friday, and often Sundays, CMLL fills this historic venue with passionate fans who treat Lucha Libre as a weekly ritual. Now, the other jewel, Arena Coliseo, built in 1943, was the first arena in Mexico constructed specifically for wrestling. With a capacity of about 5,000 to 6,000 people, it hosts CMLL's Saturday shows, serving as a smaller but equally iconic complement to Arena Mexico. But here's what's really remarkable. CMLL has run these buildings consistently for generations. While other promotions struggle to sell out 3,000-seat arenas sporadically, CMLL regularly attracts several thousand fans multiple times per week, a consistency almost unheard of in modern wrestling. No other promotion in the world has maintained that kind of regular, long-term audience loyalty for that long. And many fans and wrestling historians say that CMLL is in its fourth major boom period right now. And to break this down a little bit, the first said boom period was in the 1950s and 60s, which is considered the golden age of Lucha Libre. The second came in the early 1990s, marked by iconic feuds like Anibal versus Mascara Año 2000. The third hit in the mid-2000s with Místico, the mass sensation who would later become WWE's Sin Cara. And now we're kind of in the fourth boom, fueled by international attention, digital accessibility, and a return to consistent in-person crowds. And what makes this boom different is timing. Wrestling is more globalized than ever. CMLL isn't just dominating Mexico, it's reaching international audiences through collaborations, streaming platforms, and cross-promotion. By most accounts, CMLL's average attendance is among the highest in the world for a weekly single-venue promotion. Some analysts even suggest its regular crowds rival or surpass the weekly averages of much younger promotions like All Elite Wrestling, which I think it totally does. That's remarkable for a company founded in the Great Depression and still family-owned today. Now, historically, CMLL's predecessor, EMLL, was known for its incredible activity level, running events across Mexico in multiple gyms and buildings, multiple nights per week. That deep cultural footprint is something few modern promotions can replicate, and CMLL is the direct heir to that legacy. A game changer for CMLL's international visibility has been its partnership with All Elite Wrestling. I think we can agree there. After a few years of AEW collaborating primarily with CMLL's rival AAA, the US company began emphasizing its relationship with CMLL in late 2023 and 2024, featuring CMLL stars like Místico, Mascara Dorada, and Volador Jr. on AEW television pretty regularly. Then came the historic event AEW Grand Slam Mexico, held at Arena Mexico on June 18th, 2025, the first AEW event ever in Mexico. It sold out in about 48 hours, which is a success credited not only to AEW's appeal, but to also CMLL's deeply rooted fan base in Mexico. The partnership has been mutually beneficial. CMLL's talent gained exposure to US audiences, AEW gained access to Mexico's passionate wrestling culture and one of the most iconic venues in sports. And while AEW's previous collaborations with AAA produced mixed results, the CMLL partnership has, so far, been notably smoother and more consistent. But here's the twist. CMLL didn't need AEW to thrive. They were already packing in Arena Mexico weekly. If anything, AEW might have needed CMLL's legitimacy in Mexico more than the other way around. A reversal of how these partnerships usually go. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Then came a huge bombshell, WWE's acquisition of AAA in April 2025. For the first time in quite a while, Mexico's two biggest wrestling promotions found themselves directly aligned with the two dominant US companies, WWE and AEW. WWE acquired a 51% controlling stake in AAA, aiming to expand its Latin American reach. CMLL, meanwhile, doubled down on its independence, promoting itself as proudly 100% Mexican. At CMLL's 69th anniversary show, the opening message, Lucha Libre will never die, was widely read as a pointed statement of cultural independence following the WWE AAA deal. And some rumors had circulated that WWE had first approached CMLL interested in their real estate holdings like Arena Mexico, but no credible evidence confirms that a formal offer was ever made. What's clear is that CMLL remains independent, family-run, and resistant to foreign ownership. AAA, though, to its credit, continues to stage massive events like Triple Mania, which still draws the largest single-night crowds in Mexican wrestling, including a reported 19,000 fans in 2025 under WWE's co-promoted banner. But what makes CMLL's resurgence different from other promotion success stories is its deep cultural foundation. Arena Mexico isn't just a wrestling venue, it's a tourist destination, it's a symbol of Mexican identity, and it's a regular stop on travel itineraries for a lot of people. But that tourist appeal doesn't dilute the authenticity for local fans. As I said, CMLL runs multiple shows weekly. Martes de Arena Mexico on Tuesdays, Super Viernes every Friday, their flagship televised event, and frequently Sunday family shows plus Saturday events at Arena Coliseo. This full-time schedule makes CMLL a pillar of Mexico City's entertainment landscape, and yet it's not really nostalgia keeping CMLL alive, it's adaptability. Their championship system remains robust, featuring numerous world, national, and regional titles, and their anniversary shows, which began in 1934, remain the longest-running annual major wrestling event in the world. The result of all that is a hybrid institution, part tradition, part spectacle. Families treat CMLL shows the way Americans treat baseball games, a communal, generational pastime. CMLL's current boom also stems from how well it's navigated the shifting global wrestling landscape. While WWE pursued corporate acquisitions and AEW experimented with cross-promotional supercards, CMLL stayed focused on its domestic foundation, the loyal fan base that never left. The result? CMLL is now seen as one of the most stable wrestling companies in the world. When New Japan Pro Wrestling faces attendance drops, when AEW debates creative direction, and when WWE pivots towards global expansion, CMLL keeps doing what it has always done: run consistent shows and fill its arenas every week. Their measured partnerships with AEW, New Japan, and even Major League Wrestling offer global exposure without sacrificing Mexican identity. More than anything, CMLL proves that success in modern wrestling doesn't have to mean chasing foreign audiences. Authenticity is the brand for them.
I wouldn't really call CMLL's current boom luck, though. It's more of a reward for 92 years of consistency and cultural loyalty.
While other promotions chase streaming deals and global markets, CMLL has something far rarer: generational devotion from fans who see Lucha Libre not as content, but as heritage. This quote-unquote fourth boom for CMLL represents a model of success built on cultural authenticity rather than corporate expansion, and stability rather than spectacle, although it is pretty spectacular. So as the wrestling world becomes more commercialized, TKO and all that, CMLL stands as proof that the oldest approaches can still be the most effective at times. So what do you think about all this? Is CMLL's model the future of wrestling, or a uniquely Mexican miracle that can't really be replicated anywhere else?
Essentially, the Cathedral of Lucha Libre remains as vibrant as ever. And currently, the congregation is thriving. Anywho, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you learned something, and I'll see ya.
Ooo Chavo!
You diarrhea at home?
Yep.
You're bad?
Yep.